Good evening, everyone. So, after a long time, I'm doing this video, and there's a very special topic I'm going to take. I'm sure you're all excited being at home, maybe struggling at work and doing something at your home. But today, the topic's pretty sensitive and also important. Is about skincare. Most of us we hardly neglect our skin, although it is the largest part of our body. And the best part here is that I'm not going to talk completely about skincare because I'm not the complete expert here. I have the experts with me. I have my friends with me who have helped so many people in this area. And without no delay, let me invite a panel. Hey, hi everyone. Hi Sana. Hi Supra. Hi Charanjit.
Hi Kiran, good
Hi,
evening.
Kiran. Good evening.
Wonderful.
Hi Kiran, good evening.
Thank you so much for joining, Sahana. So, why don't you introduce yourself, Sahana? So, to the audience, we'll quickly start the proceedings.
Hello everyone, good evening. For those who don't know me, I'm Sahana, Bangalorean by heart, and I have been also working in MNC for quite some time. But with passion, I have been practicing nutrition and skin and health and wellness. So thank you, Kiran. Thank you for inviting me here.
Thank you, Sahana. Hey, Supra, your turn.
Hi everyone and good evening. I am Supra, based out of Bangalore currently, but born and brought up in Odisha. Working as an IT professional, but very passionate about learning into health and wellness, and currently practicing as a skin advisor as well. That's all about me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Supra. Hey, Charanjit.
Hi, Kiran. Hello all. This is Charanjit Singh. I'm basically from Punjab, but working in Pune. By profession, I'm software tester, and I'm really curious, passionate about to be a fit and keeping the right take care of about my skin, about my fitness, and all. Thanks, Kiran.
Thank you so much, Charanjit. Thank you everyone for introducing. So everyone, this is Kiran here. So I'm sure you must be aware that I do a lot of mentoring and coaching in other aspect of life. But yeah, one of the important aspect is health and nutrition, and skincare is one thing is so important to me. So that is the reason we have taken this topic, so that people who don't talk about it, at least we talk about it, and we help at least few people who are listening to us. So that is the reason I've called all of my friends and experts here. And the only common thread all of us carry is we all are passionate about our health and skin and whatever the personality we carry for ourselves. So thank you so much, guys, for joining and giving your time to us. So we'll quickly come to the few reasons which we are going to discuss today. So Sahana, when it comes to skin, there are a lot of reasons when it comes to ladies or gents. So I want to ask you, what are your reasons? Why do you feel having a good skin is very important?
Right. So this is a very favorite question of mine, Kiran. Thanks for pointing it out. So basically, our skin is our largest organ, and for me particularly, I want all my pictures to come out beautifully. So I agree. I believe all of you would agree with that as well. So since it's our largest part of the body, our skin sheds out on a daily basis, just like how we need to brush our hair. Everything needs to be done intact. Similarly, a good skin routine is important because it's doing a lot of work for you. It is protecting you from the outside damage and outside pollution, like now pollution is a very common thing. So keeping that in mind, if we have to really look presentable, then your skincare routine regime is a very good, very very important thing. Just to look presentable, yes, it is very important. So that's my main reason.
Amazing reasons, Hannah. Very apt to the point. So let's come to Supra. Supra, so you're smiling already. What are your reasons?
Agreeing with Sahana completely what she was touching upon, and this is like you are revealing the secret from everyone, like why they want a good skin. Personally, to me, for considering a girl's perspective, no one wants to look older than the current age. Even if you ask a person the age, we should be telling 5 years lesser than that, and we should be looking the way, right? So if I'm lying, you also it should reflect in my skin that I'm lying. So that's what one of the reason I could say, and absolutely, I would say that a good skin also reflects your diet, what you put inside that. That is one of the primary reason which I majorly focus on when it comes to skin. I would talk about.
Thank you, Supra, for sharing. So Charanjit, let's come to the guys part. We say कि लड़कों को तो भाई स्किन की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है, ऐसे हम लोग बिहेव करते हैं. आप बताइए आपका क्या रीजन है? What is your reason why you think having good skin is important?
Kiran, yeah, absolutely. I would say this is no longer a girl thing that only they have to take care about their skin and all. Even this is really important for boys as well in current era. Whether you are in any field, okay, if you are driving a position of suppose sales manager, okay, people see how you carry yourself. The as Sana added, our skin is the largest organ, right? This is the first thing that people see in your personality, though even you don't talk to them. So I think this is the even before starting the conversation, I think this is the first impression you put in front of other people who are looking at you. So for me, it's really important to look very fresh and always I want my skin to be healthy. So I think this is the reason that even boys shouldn't now avoid and they can't ignore it.
Absolutely, absolutely, challenges. So just to add to your point, one of the main reason I believe is that I think one of the billionaire I was listening to a podcast, he was telling if you want to have a very good self confidence, you need to feel good about yourself. And one of the very important aspect to feel good about yourself is to see how do you look. If you look good, if you feel good that you're looking wonderful, you will feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, you're always confident. And when you have such dreams of being recognized and you want to travel across the world, you have to speak across multiple cities, countries and all, definitely, you would love to be, to your best of the best, so that you feel always good about yourself. So this is my reason, because as such as boys will have those kind of feeling, skincare is not important for boys, but trust me, it is important. We all want to feel confident, and having a good skin is one of the important reason for that. So that is my reason. I'm sure people have found their own reason as well. So let's come to the main issues. So currently, all of this corona, so many things are happening in the market, but when it comes to issues, we don't talk. We generally keep quiet. People hardly want to speak out ki, acha, we are suffering from this, we have something this. People are already ashamed, people are already embarrassed to speak about. But here we have taken the topic so that we are not anyway embarrassed. We want to talk about everything. So Sana, why don't you talk about a few of the issues which generally people face? You can maybe add from girls or boys perspective, we can add upon that.
Right. So basically, when it comes to our skin, we commonly hear acne or open pores, but those are not just the two. Issues. We have many other issues. See, like I said, acne, open pores, pimples, pigmentation. So it's a very vast issue that people end up spending thousands together, not knowing the actual reason. And also dryness, because these are basic ones that we can still maintain at our home and need not reach out to a dermatologist. And the next one would be wrinkles, aging. Nowadays, even though you have not crossed the age, people still think that you have crossed the age because of the lot of stress that we take on multiple things that are happening around us. And sagging of skin, because of which the sagging of skin happens. So basically there's no brightness. And dark circles. Oh my God, sleep is such a thing now that people miss. I mean, they don't realize that it is impacting so much. So it also shows up on our dark circles. Also, although nowadays we are most of the time in front of our laptops or on our systems. Now that we are at home, we are also in front of the television most of the time. So that is also impacting our, eye area. And going forward is one more thing is uneven skin tone. This was something that I had faced long before, but with the right proper taking care or right proper practices, I have come out of it, and I feel really really good to show my skin or show my showcase myself. So these are majorly a few points. In guys case also there would be a lot of points. I think Charanjit could definitely talk because he'll be able to relate. And yeah, these are a few things that I wanted to touch upon when it comes to skin issues.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Sahana, for sharing your part of the story. So, Supra, why don't you share a few of the causes of why all these, issues come into the first place? And with your experience, maybe you can add a few points over here. Supra, you have to unmute. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kiran, for this question. I would say, when we talk about skin, generally when we are obese or something, we are very concerned about our body. We go to a gym, we work out and everything, but we don't focus on the skin in the same perspective. But altogether, it is very much important when it comes to skin. So when you are, when we touch upon the causes, The only reason is, again, you need to first thing know about the different skin type. You randomly cannot pick any product you see in the advertisement, or some of your friends suggested a product, you just cannot apply it for yourself. First thing, you have to know your own skin type, what suits best to you, how good skin regime you maintain, like on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, how good you take care of your skin, and what food you are taking also plays a very major role. Sometimes when people go before the pre-marriage or pre-bridal treatment, some people go for chemical based treatment to look good, but those actually harm their skin on a long run. After the post wearing, when they see the skin would be completely spoiled, there will be much more pores on those because of those chemical treatments. Everything is actually available naturally. It's just a matter of knowing how your skin is and what are the steps you should follow, considering a good skin expert or someone on that regards. And I would say, should know the normal skin type, or your oily, or your skin is from dry to normal. When you know this complete part of it, you can actually follow the major things on those areas.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Supra, again for highlighting few of the causes as well. So, Charanjit, why don't you share about few of the things which generally guys face? And this is very, I'm sure many of the guys will relate with what you're going to say.
Sure, Kiran. I would say the first reason is like we are blessed with a beard. Okay, so we have to keep it neat and tidy, and doing these things. Most of the time, our skin becomes so rough and dry that we don't take care about that. So I think this is the one reason that most of the boys faced. And apart from that, there is any hardly in my group as well who has ever applied sunscreen when we go step out and we have a direct exposure of skin. So we was usually think this is only a girl thing that they have to take care about, but no, these are the small reasons which leads to a serious skin issues among boys, I would say, Kiran.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Arindit, for sharing your sort of perspective. And definitely, just to clarify with the audience, and there are a lot of other issues where we call it the level 2 issues, something like psoriasis, skin cancer, and white patches. So there are a lot of other things which are very deep. And for those reasons, definitely you would need the help of a doctor, dermatologist, because once you get those, it is very difficult for you to cure yourself. That is why doctor is needed for us. But here we all are talking about more of preventing ourselves to fall upon in those categories, so that we don't have to go through the turmoil of going to doctor and spending a lot of money and feel so bad, can't speak to anyone and all those stuff. So let's come to the remedies now. So Supra, I think you also wanted to add one more point which you just shared. Why don't you add that point?
Yeah, Charanjit was adding on a very important thing about the SPF 13, the protection, sun protection. We generally don't focus that thing. It is not just only the sun protection, guys. Whenever you are at home, we are exposed to the UV light of the screen which we use, like while working. This also actually impacts our skin. Not only that, people who cooks at home, the gas which comes out, the heat, that also impacts the skin. So, as protecting lotion is not only for the sun or when you're exposed to outside, it is also required when you are inside the home. So this is one of the very important factor I wanted to cover. And when you're maintaining a daily skin regime, it is very important, after cleaning, you use a very good moisturizer, and then use a good amount of SPF for your skin to keep it healthy. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Supra, for adding this important point. So let's come to the last module of our talk, the main remedies. I think this is where audience, or most of, are really waiting to know कि अच्छा करे क्या करे, अब तो इतना सारा issue आ गया, how do we cure it? Let's find out. So Sahana, why did you touch upon an important aspect of the remedy part of it? What are your experience tell you?
I really like this question, Kiran, because people come up with like various answers to me. They ask like, okay, I'm practicing this regime, I'm doing this, I'm having some home remedies, I'm doing a lot of things, but they don't realize that in fact, myself, we don't realize that it's also an internal thing. We take care of ourselves internally with good balanced diet, good nutrition. It definitely reflects on our hair, our skin, our body, everything, because the way we the way we take care of ourselves internally is how we also behave externally. Just like how our mindset is, that's how our association or our open I mean our speaking also would be. So one thing that I majorly touch upon is have a very good nutritious diet. It could be with respect to your fruits, your vegetables, your fibers that you take in. And second important thing is to avoid a little bit of oily food, fried food. The reason being, definitely oil sinks in, and there's a difference in our skin. So there's a lot of rashes that people end up with. And also the most important thing is our water intake. It has to be minimum at least 3 liters. So also depends on your weight. That is secondary. And a warm water practice is always good. Also adding on to this, we can also check on how our daily vitamin and mineral intake is, including omega 3 fatty acids are very good for our body. So basically they're good fats, and they may help us maintain in our skin. They keep it very hydrating and very bright as well. And the last thing that I would really like to touch upon is we need to sweat. Sweat is a very good friend of our skin, because the more you sweat, the more the skin breathes. So when you allow your skin to breathe, it will give you better results, and it'll showcase you better. So these are something very important. So the first one is nutrition. The second one is keeping away of oily food. The third one is our water intake, and the fourth one is our sweating. So those are the 4 points that I'd like to touch here.
Wonderful, Sana. You beautifully summarized a few important aspects of the internal care, what we can actually take care of our skin. And Supra, why don't you share about the, I think, external care, which you are quite an expert. I've seen you helping a lot of people there. So why don't you share that aspect of it? Yes.
Yeah, equally internal and external factors plays a very major role, as the external skin is very much exposed all the time, where you are looking. So how do you really maintain this external thing when it comes to daily skincare regime? Let's take it in that way. As soon as you wake up and your skin starts secreting oil in the early morning, so it's very much important that you make a good wash of your skin with a gel based cleanser. It is generally said that, like, whenever you're choosing your face wash, it should be gel based recommended, because it's not about only cleaning the external surface of your skin, but it should open your pores and clean the dirts out of it. So this is one of the important thing we need to keep in our mind. And then we should use a very mild kind of moisturizer on our skin as soon as we make a wash of it. So this is as soon as you wake up and before you go to bed, this is the daily practice which should be generally followed by every single one, including guy and girl. There is no difference in that. Apart of that, maintaining a good weekly regime or a facial, which we call, you might be thinking facial on a weekly basis. No, it cannot be done. I'm not talking about a facial where you step into a parlor or do it, but there are small based which you can do at your home, a weekly regime, because exfoliating your skin is very much important, because we tend to um, because on a day to day basis, if you see, a lot of dust and particle gets stuck to our skin very easily. So removing those whitehead and blackheads plays a very major role. So exfoliation of the skin is very important on a weekly basis when we talk about it. So in your weekly regime, at least you should be exfoliating your skin, followed by a good amount of mask or peel you are using, which again should be followed by a good moisturizer which you're picking for it. So this is a weekly regime. And as I was talking about a peel, which you can do in a 15-day cycle or in a 1 month cycle, it varies again skin to skin, again depending on the issues you have your skin. If you have a pimple based pigmentations, or if you have uneven skin tone, the regime follows in a different pattern that can be further gone into a depth of it. But this is the basic skin regime which should be taken care by every single one. And one very much important thing for all the girls, I would say, because most of the time we party or we tend to do we go live or something, we apply makeups and everything in our skin. We should never forget to remove our makeup and go to the bed. The topmost reason is, if you apply the makeup and sleep, you are giving the food for the bacteria and fungus to eat those. So if you actually observe that in a microscope, your skin is being completely covered with bacteria, just that we cannot see it. But that's the truth. The visibility may not be there. So that's the important factor. Removing the makeup plays a very one of the important factors here. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing, Supra. You shared very detailed explanation for what we need to be done, and definitely for more detail, people can reach out to you personally so that you can really help them out. So, Charanjit, why don't you add your regime? So, what do you feel your regime, guys, regime should have? Because there are a lot of confusion. कि यार लड़कों को तो ज़्यादा products use करने नहीं आते. We actually don't have patience. So, what is the remedy for that?
Sure, Kiran. The first thing I would say, the solution people already have with them. You go on the net, you name it, you will find a lot of remedies how you can make your skin glow, whether it's boys or girls, right? But the major part that we miss is the right nutrition. So even I was having the same issues, but when I got to know from a friend who is really they are in nutritions like Supra Sahana. I got to know that okay, the right kind of food, the right kind of nutritions, which you are not able to get even from the fruits or vegetables, and using a right supplement for your body, that is really important, and that really played a key role to make my skin healthy. I would say apart from that. People miss to like they tend to have the spicy food, oily food, but they miss to have the detox their body. So how they can do it, like having a detox water daily, they can add in their daily schedule. Apart from that, boys usually want the rough and tough thing and the shortcuts. Okay, like just apply kya kuch and it will give you the results. So I was like the same guy, and I think I am blessed with so like with some associations, they guide me what kind of right products that I have to apply. Like आप कुछ भी लेते हो, whether it's whether you go for shopping, whether it's shoes or anything, you always look for the best quality, right? But when we choose about the face products, we compromise on that. Okay, ठीक है, 200-300 में जो आ जाएगा, we will take it and it will give us the result. But no, if you'll invest the right amount, you and the right product, you will get the results. And I would say, trust me, this is really simple. You just need to have the right product for your skin, and you are good to go, along with the nutrition that I talked about. So I think these are the two things that I'm taking care of, Kiran, to make myself look better and keep my skin healthy. Thank you, Kiran.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Charanjit, for sharing the guy's perspective. Definitely, when you told about internal, external, even while I used to play cricket a lot, and my skin used to be full of dust, and due to dust and all pores, I used to get a lot of pimples. And the moment I realized it is very essential for me to take care of my internal care as well as external care, I always believe in high quality products because ultimately it is your skin, right? Why do you want to take risk on that? So you choose one of there are a lot of good brands outside, wonderful brands outside, and take good choices and apply good products to skin. In fact, these days products are coming which will directly suit your skin, whatever skin you have. The products are designed in a way that they will be suit any type of skin, and that is the best innovation I feel in the current generation. Guys don't have to worry anymore. They just have to buy the product, apply it, and take care of the skincare, nutrition, and the internal exercise, everything, and just like Sahana, Supra, and Sharindit mentioned, and you're good to go. So overall, if you just take care of your daily regime properly, you are actually safe from all those level 2, level 3, whatever things are coming ahead to you, and you'll just bypass them. So thank you so much, guys, for sharing your insight. I hope this could really add some value to audience who have listened to us. And any final thoughts from anyone? You can add, or else we'll wind up.
I have one point to share here. So we have this thing, keep our phone, we touch our face. We keep our phone, we touch our face.
Right.
And definitely phone has a lot of bacteria on it. I think that is one major thing that we need to avoid doing, touching areas and touching our face. I think that also impacts because the bacteria settles on our skin. And when we have open pores or large pores, they definitely get inside. And the results are something that is known that we have told for some time now. So that is one thing that we majorly need to avoid as well. So yeah, I wanted to share that.
Cool. Anyone else want to add anything?
The last thing I
One
would
thing,
say, sorry to interrupt, Charanjit.
right,
Yeah.
Sana. Yeah, Supra,
Okay,
go ahead.
thank you so much. The one major thing is if you remember, people who are not working out, also skin plays a major role there. The moment you sweat, right, your pores, the dust and particle which come out. So workout plays a very major role in giving a very healthy and good looking skin. So make sure at least 20 to 30 minutes of workout or that sweating happens to give a fresh look, because you can see yourself and feel that in your skin after workout and before workout how your skin is. So just wanted to add, for a healthy skin, a good workout is very much important, Ravi.
Amazing. Yeah, Charanjit, you wanted to add anything?
Yeah, the simple tip that everybody knows but nobody follows, especially boys, I would say. Every single minute, every another minute, we are touching our phones, right? The same hands that we are keep touching our skin. So that is the main reason that every alternate day, or you can say frequently, even boys get the pimples and acne problem. So I think they should avoid, whenever you want to touch your face, make sure you are cleaning your hands completely, and then you are touching your skin.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your thoughts. I hope audience got some, some insights. And finally, people who stayed with us for long, I have one of the very good opportunity, very good, gift for all of you. Because after talking about skincare, health, nutrition, we also talk about sweating and all. We have amazing community for you, absolutely free of cost. Bharat Supra's hubby is leading that community for us, and every morning and evening you guys can attend that 7:30 to 8:30, and you will have an association where you'll find like-minded people, where all of us are passionate about our health, because we all want to have a better life, and without health nothing is there. So join us in the health community, join us in the community of growth, and see you soon. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Kiran.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, everyone. Good night.
everyone. Bye.